So I started doing Havilah as a result of personal interest. I grew up having this deep interest and value for my skin. I've always wanted to look good. I've always wanted my skin to represent. Even while I was a young teenager still in secondary school, I remember going to supermarkets and cosmetic shops to just buy things I wasn't very, knowledgeable about, because then I was much younger. But the whole idea about all of that was just for me to have a very beautiful skin. And growing up into, turning into a more matured lady with exposure and experience, I felt, what more can I do if not go into a trade and a business that gives me so much pleasure and make me feel fulfilled? And that's how Do Havilah was started. We started this business just to help melanin skin feel good and confident in themselves and be proud of their skin. Is to make sure that your internal processes are right. That means all the things you do internally, your staffing, your processes, your administration, everything just have to be top notch for the business to grow and for the business to expand. And that's the best advice I've been given so far. I prefer voice notes. I like phone calls, but I actually do prefer voice notes, seriously. Like I said earlier, while I was growing up, I had to buy a lot of skincare products. And it wasn't something that was very common then, where we have products that were specifically for melanin-rich skin. So most of the products we had, or most of the products I bought when I started this business newly, were actually products that were imported into the country, and some of those products weren't really good for melanin skin. So you buy a product that was specifically for Caucasians, for maybe other Asian countries, you bring them into Nigeria with the Nigerian weather and everything, and you discover that it wasn't really giving the desired result as promised. So I remember on one occasion when I actually reached out to someone on Facebook, that was in 2017, and I told the lady, she's actually a formulator in the US, and I told her, please, I need to get some products from you, but I don't know if this product will actually work on black skin. And she was like, oh, I doubt if it's gonna work. So what I'm gonna tell you is I'll link you up with someone in the US. She specializes in melanin skin, and you can get some products from her. And eventually I got the products from the lady, and I got to know that why this product was able to work with melanin skin in Nigeria was because she actually formulated them here in Nigeria and exports them to the US to sell. So that kind of creates more awareness for me, and I discovered that for me to really do this and get it right, I need to narrow down my audience. And who are my audience? The people that are in the same country with me, the people that we share the same skin and the same color. And these are the melanin-rich skin citizens of this country and even other African countries. And so for that, I had to redirect my focus and make sure that everything I was doing was just about procedures, products that will help address the melanin skin issues that we have here in Nigeria. Anything that is DIY, do it yourself, a lot of people love it. People love it. So you see most clients reaching out to tell me that, oh, I bought so product online. I bought this machine online, and we actually saw posts where people were directed and advised on how to use them and all. I'm not really a fan of DIY aesthetic procedures. I'm not a fan of it, I'm sorry. Because if you understand how some of these procedures are being carried out, you discover that you do yourself more harm when you just go online and buy things without consulting a professional. Let me cite one example. A lot of vitamins are being sold online, a lot, and people do all these DIY things probably because they want their content to go viral and the likes and comments. So they just come up and, without necessarily researching on what they're doing, they put up things and advise people on what to do, especially when it has to do with their body and their skin. Now, when you look at vitamins, there are some vitamins that are fatty, and there are some vitamins that are water-based. So if you're taking a vitamins that is actually a fat-based vitamins, and you get too much of it into your system, it can actually become very toxic compared to a water-based vitamins that you can just pee out. So for someone who doesn't really know, okay, what vitamins am I taking? Am I doing vitamins abuse and minerals abuse? You don't even have an idea about anything. All you do is just buy this product because it's being sold, because it's sold cheaper, and because someone comes online and tell you how to use it. You just buy it and you start using. I've had people come into the practice where they've actually abused vitamins that they're taking. Like they've taken it so much and it's actually causing a lot of toxicity in their body. So for me, it's really not something that I like. I don't like the fact that people are not consulting professionals to really know the right vitamins to use. And there are other ones, but I really can't start mentioning every one of them right now. For most of the clients that have encountered me and they've related with me one way or the other, you know that one value that I can't even remove it, I can't take it off me, is honesty. I'm actually very honest in this practice. I tell you the way it is, yeah? So you come in and yes, I know that you need to spend money, but if you don't need to spend money, I also tell you nevertheless. One thing I believe in is for me to put smiles on people's faces. And for me to do that, I don't need to defraud you. I don't need to lie to you. I don't need to deceive you to do that. I will tell you the way it is. I can be very, very honest and very transparent. I tell you the way it is, and it's left for you, to take that decision to go ahead or not to go ahead. I cook. So my staff, everybody knows that I'm always bringing my food from the house. I cook. If you're asking about restaurants, please don't even ask me. I'm the wrong person because I always bring my food. And I'm one person that I love to eat what I feel like eating. So I have to cook what I feel like eating. It is one that I can't cook, that I need to order, yes, but it's not all the time. Right? It's not all the time at all. Thank you.